approve the minutes for the May 26th. I will move on my second by Nancy. All for
Aye.
Nancy. Nancy.
Aye.
Mike. Aye. Kevin. Connie.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, mayor report, condemnation procedure.
C-1085, an unnumbered parcel on South Whiting Drive. This property was condemned on September 2nd, 2025. On April 20th, 2026, the council voted to have the town attorney send a longer letter letting them know that they had until May 30th, 2026 to repair and demolish with an update each day. CEO has an update.
Okay, 2410, reaching out there to work with our customer up in South Carolina. If you can see where it's start to work on the structure to repair everything. Right now, we recommend that it stays on the conservation list until everything's finished. All the inspections are done and it's final to receive the
Okay, I know the council had 8 to the 30, you can repair, right, but legally, what do they have to rule that again?
No, just to confirm which property it is.
That's what you're saying, 85. The whole American
24 South Line.
No owner present.
The owner is present.
Yeah. Ain't got no permit yet. It took an inspector a month to come out. I got there and then, Lori, a number of times on the phone, she said she got some information for me that I don't hear that from her. I'm with you.
But I know the council had gave that final, deal on the 30th. That May 30th, for the order 700.
I mean, I want to fix it. I'm not gonna lose my stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I just need permit.
So like, we need to make sure, you need to make sure that the walls don't collapse, what's?
No, I just want to put metal on the back part and the front part has more bracing to do to keep it, safe, I guess.
Then, you applied for a permit, right?
Yeah, I gave them list of material and
Sketch of what you wanted to do.
I drew out everything I needed to do. I did everything
So you wait on approval of that permit from Burnout Shipyard?
Lori,
Yeah.
said that she had to send it to some other guy and they was gonna contact me. And I ain't never heard of it. And I called her a few times, and I emailed her. And she said, we should have something by tomorrow or next day or something, I still don't hear nothing.
This gentleman's always appeared to be asking, try to do the right.
What is that?
That's why.
He's trying to, well, I was just gonna say, we can't blame the permitting process on him, because he's trying to do the right thing and fix what he's done.
That's why whenever city council started, I voted no, not to give the deadline, to build stuff like that.
It's not everybody that did what he did.
That's what I mean.
I would like to ask, like, what is left on each?
Okay.
What would you suggest?
I actually went out there and looked at this property along with consultation. Backside, this all backside of the property looks good, you got a lot of check, the blocks are good all the way around. On the front side, there's motorcycle and stuff parked there. He's already started to put up, new lumber and everything, and like I told him, to get with this family. To find out specifically what kind of struts, what kind of beams, what kind of, support they're gonna need, because he's right there. All you do is put it on the back, put some tin on the front.
Looks like the wall will be probably better than what that's.
Well, main thing is, where, to bring his truck in there, he had to cut some of the rafters out. So, I can't tell him how to put the rafters in. He's gonna have to get an engineer, look at everything, all of the work with the doors, to put the right side of supporting, and that's all it's got, is putting the right support for the rafters. And that should have been done within that, I'd say, if the permit is in our office, all they have to do is call the office, find out who the planner is, and they will let you know exactly what size and what type of material. So yes, he has, like I say, he's contacted us we've been out there, we've got the permit set up and everything. Because there has to be a permit set up, we go out for a consultation.
So boy, it sounds like you need the council to step in for you. Call the office tomorrow, get my number, I'll reach out to our engineers and yeah.
You call that 655-1070 number, they will tell you exactly what the payment deal is.
Yeah.
Or you can call the payment deal and say, what do we need to get this process?
That number again, sir?
655-1070. On my business cards,
I think 10-5, 10 what?
on my business card, that number is on there. You got my personal number and then the office's number, 985-655-1070.
Well, I think that's how they want to do it. That's funny. I want to go to apply for your permit. Yeah, well, I'm going.
It's been a few months, last I came, I was still waiting to hear something, and then, so y'all go down the deadline, so I contacted Lori, it took me about a week, working, I didn't think it was gonna take this fast. About a week later, I went to the permit office and I, talked to her, and then about a month later, it wasn't long ago, they finally came out and looked at it. And then I waited a few days, I called Lori, and she said that, she sent me to some other person. And it got contact.
Looks like we have a permit office. It should be, something that actually hands on.
Yeah, I don't want to step in the room, but we talked about this at the last meeting. And it got to the point to where I brought this up, that little behind the door meeting with this permitting process. All right, so it got to the point to where my boss, the mayor, our lawyer, your lawyer, we had a little private meeting on there. I explained to all these guys, the same thing that I did this back room over there. Because permitting, it's not us, we don't do permitting. Every meeting, you guys keep saying South Central Planning, South Central Planning. South Central Planning's not the permitting.
Oh, no, Mr. Charles, I wasn't calling you, I was gonna call Brenda out here.
But I want to make this clear, because when I brought Brian to the meeting, I said, Brian, every meeting I go to, South Central Planning gets on the blood permit. We don't do the permit. I told him, Brian, tell me.
You do an inspection after the permit.
I said, Brian, wow, you've got all these people in this room, you need to tell them how long it takes, once that permit gets off, for somebody in Grandview to get back to somebody. Either 2 to 3 days is the most amount of time. And that's why, when I say to somebody like this, who, this is the third time that we brought this up here, we're looking at a month and a half. I know that permit should have been to within 3 days. And if it does not, and this is for the names, I'm gonna get you guys a permit number is, Brian, if you call it 655-1070 number, you can get the record to Brian. Brian is going to everybody at South Central Bank. So when somebody comes to this meeting and says they have a permit within 3 days, you can call Brian and give him his address, and he'll give you a reason why that permit hasn't been fixed.
Appreciate that.
So we do have someone here, we ran out shit, and you can look into it to see where his permit is. Well, I'll take this contact.
In the meantime, we're gonna put all this on it, I want to get more time, you know, people from now, and then we do that, brother? Yes, so, because this was only a resolution, we did. So, for council.
I'll make a motion to, let, go and us figure out why it's taking so long for him to get a response from the permit. Next meeting.
You should have a permit and you should have an inspector already out.
Motion on White, and second by Con.
Some answers, sure.
Yeah.
What?
So we should have some answers by next meeting.
15.
Audience, why the only 3,000 report on that? Mike, Kip,
So,
we can't do it.
next first Monday,
It's the 15th.
Two weeks.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey,
Oh.
right now, what's your,
The next property is BC 1082, 183 Jefferson Street. This property was condemned on June 2nd, 2025. The demolition bid was awarded to BM Construction. The notice of demolition was sent to the owner to begin on or after December 5th. At the April 20th meeting, the council voted to have county attorney send the owner a letter letting them know that they have until May 30th to repair the launch with a big. Yeah.
Actually, that's two of them. One of the houses is gone, we got maybe a small pile left. I asked him today if he was doing anything with the other one house, they're still working on it, thinking about repair it, thinking about getting a permit. Our recommendation is until everything on the property is cleaned up, keep on.
Okay, we have to, yeah, you want to talk on it about? You gonna get a permit or you not?
He wants
That's
to
gonna
like,
be fine.
Because it has to meet code, I guess, I'm not the permit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
He wants to know why he has to get a permit for the shit.
If you're gonna repair the shed, if you're gonna fix the shed, once the shed is fixed and repaired, we're gonna have to go out there and check it to make sure that everything is structurally sound and meets the code. Right, whatever you wanna do is your prerogative, but what you have to do is whatever you are gonna do, submit it to the permit office, whether you're gonna put metal roof, corrugated roof, whether you're gonna tighten the tire down. And that way, once you submit it to the permit office, what you're gonna do, and we're gonna go out there and inspect what you do, make sure it meets the code.
Dog, and that way you have to make your sketch, talking about you want to fix it, I'm guessing.
Yes.
When you put it on a sketch and give it the permit, then I'll keep you on and get your permit going and all.
Yeah. If you right on,
That lady right there.
I can take care.
Same thing on the end, it's also like. Give them time, get that.
Bobby, tonight, we was here tonight, order, the contractor to go ahead and tear it down.
Deadline.
And you didn't move forward up until tonight, yeah.
You got a letter in the mail, tearing them down, and we're gonna demolish it after today.
Yes, we did, on one of the blue houses, we did a good job.
Bobby, that's a big call. Yeah, I guess.
Our plans was to have all of this done by the end of this month. No, I know everybody on this council feels for it, but our concern is the hold down, and I'm not saying that the worst thing that any of us want to do is tear down somebody's property. But we have to worry about your neighbors. If you don't take care of your problem, then it becomes somebody else's problem. If we have a storm and look, the season started today. Hopefully we don't have a storm, but if we have a storm, your problem becomes your neighbor's problem, and that's what this council is trying to avoid.
That's up to the council. Okay. You want to give it more time, they can give you more time. I
It
want
was
to
our
give.
first time that we gave them a condemnation, proceedings that
The deadline on the 30th, mid-30th.
Started with Mr. Ball.
When was this
Second,
first?
but it's combination. June 7th last year.
Of last year. It's been a year, Mr. Ball.
It's been a year.
And
I understand all of that.
It's been a while since I've roughly, right, like, the degree hasn't been roughly, but not.
But he said the first building is,
No,
when
it's been fixed up.
second.
Yeah, the debris on the first floor just fell off on the third, but
The debris is not the problem, the second structure.
second structure.
If you do get a permit, Mr. Ball, you only have 180 days to tear down anyway. You want to go through the process of that, if you think you can get that done in the next 6 months? Or just buying time, or, I don't know what should.
There's something that comes and they want to give me time to get with Grand Island Shipyard to get it permitted. You can sit here and talk about it all the time, even.
Bobby, do you have the stuff to fix them? You have all the stuff to fix it.
And who's gonna help you fix it?
So I'm gonna make a motion like I did for both, we're gonna give you till the next meeting to have your permit and moving forward.
You should see progress and permit.
I'll
When
make
he
a motion
comes
to give
next
him till
meeting,
next.
he needs to tell us they have the roof on, or they have it wrapped. That way we can continue, since you have.
If somebody seconded, they vote to get it, get with her tonight. Get that
And
permit.
then, shouldn't take long.
There's a motion by Mike to give 2 weeks,
I'll say,
second by that. No, to get the permit,
get the permit and get it rolling, because once you get the permit, you have 180 days.
all there's one, all there's.
But if you don't apply for that permit, in 2 weeks, we tear it down.
Yeah.
Come back
Next
here.
meeting, it's gonna be done, they're gonna have enough. I need to get the permit process. If they're doing the taxes, if the town, tell the town, tell the town.
How much is for a permit? Anybody know for the phone for a permit?
I paid 1.5, but I was
125?
for a week Friday.
It's 50.
I wasn't, but I wasn't saying it was 1.5 approximately, give or take.
So a permit costs. Like the permit.
Okay, we're gonna- We're gonna go on that.
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Kim, Tom. So get with her and get the information, you guys, to make your sketch, whatever you have to do from her. Get it on the CDP.
2 weeks.
Thank you for coming.
Try this.
Macy, 1084, 204 the Red Street, this property was condemned on August 4th of last year. A demolition bid was awarded to the Aspen Place property area. A notice of demolition was served on the owner began on and after January 16th. On April 20th, the council voted to have the town's attorney send the owner a letter letting them know that they had until May 30th, 2026 to repair the monsters. Even though it has an update.
So, there is progress, part of it, but it's staying on time to manage this,
Good, because it's constant.
Road was done and we took the original bid and where it was.
A lot of this work.
Everything bid was 45. So, 65.
Nobody's done some. So it's not a lot.
Or could we just go back to this bidder to give us a new estimate?
We can either go back to this bidder to get a new estimate, or go back to this bidder and say, I don't know if you sell this bid, what time, when was this that we drew up this bid?
It would probably be fair just to go back to that bid.
I mean, they showed up at the wrong time already, a person
Yes,
disputes.
Whatever you want to do, whatever the motion is, you rebid it or you can see bid.
Make a motion, we rebid at the same time.
Motion by Kip to rebid.
Wait. The same.
No,
Yeah, I mean, he's done some work.
Yeah, no, but how about just contact Adams to see,
and give him a chance.
to give him a chance.
That's what I'm saying. I see, I'm seeing rebid, but
No, that.
Give him the check, come back that, and we'll give him the check.
yeah, new estimate, rebid, whatever you wanna call it.
Motion by Kip,
We have it, it was open, October 20th, I think.
25,
yeah.
6 months, 7, 8 months ago. It's all the same contract. Yeah, update the
Updated bid, I guess.
Yes, so I'll send you.
So y'all want me to send out more bids out, or y'all want?
No, we're gonna.
Oh, yeah.
The motion by Kip, you say you second by Dennis. Or anybody else, one,
I have a question, what if y'all don't like the bid, the new bid you did show?
we can reject it and put it down. We don't even do that. I mean, why would we reject it? Okay, yeah, what kind of question we got?
The people applying for a permit, before the permit's issued, they'll take the planning, send somebody out there, and investigate like the inside of the building structure and so forth. I think in some instances, if they say the structure needs to be replaced and maintained and everything else, it almost days you better to break it and start to use it.
I just
It's-
been over the years. Mr. Chair, what?
No, not that I'm not.
How long that is? That long. I guess most of them. 6 years, you know. So fine. No, 6.
2020.
Yeah, that's it.
And, okay, we reviewed, we get, when we're gonna call it, everyone, I'll be.
Next meeting.
Next meeting, and we're going with it.
Contact the BSAP, I think.
6:15, does it need to be a single bid?
It have to be a secret.
I didn't know.
No.
I don't see why he's going with bid.
Well, that's why you have to, yeah.
We bid on that?
It's gotta go, it's gonna first come back in the contract or the.
Next. Why? Kip. Guess Kip did not.
Yeah.
All right.
BC 1074, 2307 North Bayou Broad. This property was condemned June 16th of last year. At the December 15th town meeting, the council voted to open demolition bids, but voted to hold off on accepting the demolition bid. On April 20th, the council voted to have the town's attorney send a letter to the owner letting them know that they have until May 30th to make repairs or demolish. With an update to there, CEO has an update on the current condition of the property.
2307, the house is completely down, but it's still on the property. They moved all of the house to the edge of the road. My recommendation is to leave it on the confirmation list until the property is completely cleaned up, just to make sure that everything goes the same down.
That's the only way we had to meet this discussion for last meeting. We didn't do nothing, and they talked to them again, and they talked to the fire, to get the hip on. You're not gonna pick it up.
That's what I'm gonna fix on this, and it don't matter what, how who said what, who did what. On this,
We had them, we had them for. So,
on,
probably got to pick up.
that's what I'm asking right now, if I can talk.
So we gotta do them, right? We gotta get a motion to get a bid to clean it.
If he's gonna get a bill for the move, that's what I'm trying to ask right now.
I'm going
It'll be added to, if we go through a process, it will be added to the tax.
And that's against the clean before the house.
Very close.
Right.
Raising my hand, go ahead. So I guess when the bids were open, but not awarded, how about we?
That was making,
That was the file.
Let's do the same thing that we doing with that. Contact them, and I go at the lowest bid and see if she wants to rebid. And if they don't make it, it's already gone down.
We didn't award it.
that's something that is already got to let the legally said.
I think we should just go,
Save money if we don't, the phone call.
Well, he's racking his brain, already thinking about it.
I mean, look, it's different, you know, when they did on the house was still there.
It's a different situation.
But
Me, I would say we'd have to rebid it.
So they bids were open but not awarded, and I have them right here. These two bids.
You know, the lowest one was,
But it still is with the house.
yeah, that was to tear it down.
Let's go to the lowest bidder, if y'all wanna award it, do they have to go through the award process to call, to then turn around and call the lower bidder to have?
It's not, this is not a legal issue. It's really just what the town wants to do. I would recommend we try to be as consistent as possible. You know, but it's not none of this is required to be publicly. We're doing this in the interest of.
Well, I could see the lowest bid was 6650, I think, right here. BM Construction. Now, I don't know if you remember when that guy was there, well, I had talked to him everywhere. He told me he had talked to somebody, $1,000, $400, but dump, you need about $4. He said around $4,000. If he would get it. So, this could get, this,
He get, yeah,
and the lowest bid was 6650.
He's been, whatever this happened, and he got it put on the side of the road. He knew it was wrong and not getting be picked up for a little while. He's had every opportunity to pick it up. I say, like Mike, we don't want to tear somebody's house down. We need to give somebody a ready. We don't want to give somebody a bill that we don't need, but we need to move forward. So let's take the steps, whatever it may be, to get that picked up. Because with the weather, I've been having in Coventry, if you have that weather, Joey, I'm talking. With the weather up in the past in Coventry, if that weather hit here, they would have to free flood from that car around.
So based on the bid from BM Construction, I will call tomorrow to see if he can provide us with an estimate
What do we call
to
it?
pick up the debris.
instead of buying off a bid, if we go off a bid, and it's another move that we can run.
Well, we could do it that way, but we did, this is there.
Who tore the building down behind?
You see, I'm gonna go back a little bit, he was staring like the shed on, and the factory figured it out. But he got too, I'm not gonna tell you the words the guy in the factory was today, but he tore it out the whole house. If he did it, it would have done. But I think he did it like this because he didn't want to take on.
Yeah, that's it.
On the, original,
He didn't try to stop behind.
was it to tear down the building and remove the debris?
It was.
All you lose is-
Yeah.
It might be just $4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, or you can go up, and rent a dump trailer and go haul it off himself.
yeah.
Absolutely. We need to get more.
It's a motion of the second, if we want to be consistent with what we did this time.
I made a motion.
Give me that motion for that. That's you second? Audience one, audience two. Why about 3,000?
And then y'all will award it at the next meeting?
Yes.
That's it.
Aye.
Right?
Tip.
All right.
PC 1054, 120 Howell Lane. This property was condemned in August and November of 2024 at the December 15, 2026 town meeting. Council voted to open demolition bids, but voted to hold off on accepting. On April 20th, 2026, the council voted to have the town's attorney send the owners a letter letting them know that they had until May 30th, 2026 to repair the damage. Our CEO has not.
120B, the homeowner was there, and I talked to him also today. Just about everything from the house, the structure of the house is gone. There's a few little debris from the house there, but there's a lot of debris where the house was. I told us it would be up to the council because as far as we're concerned, we're going to leave on the condemnation list until you guys either or approve that everything on the debris won't stay consistent, that everything on the property needs to be cleaned and cleared up. And right now, there's just a lot of debris from the house that's on the property. So we recommend leaving on the condemnation list until you guys decide that that property is.
So you're saying, not to put words in your mouth, you're saying this is more of a mass town problem than a South Central planning problem?
It's, Okay, I used to work, township parents, 10 years before coming here. And we used to have categories where we would have condemnation, but we would also have like trash and grass. We would have,
I'll get that.
town nuisance. So it kind of had break into certain things. But what we would do is if we had a condemnation process so that we didn't lose that, have to start over until that property was completely cleaned up to where the council was satisfied with it. You left it in the most stringent, which is the condemnation process.
Grab the, only, you understand that?
Yeah, what he's talking about is like, and again, like I told us, one of some things out there, like, had it, once you had it, it's one about the water, the view of water, my boat, it's, and it's scattered out different areas down here, the fire pop is still there. The lamb, you know, the areas of the yard, the lamb still burning other wood, that's not, the house is completely done. The house demolition, there's nothing left from the house.
That's what he's saying, and you still have that debris on
But
it.
if you have everything scattered out, it's not, and we organize the house, you know, that's, I go put it all organized fall apart, it's not a whole, another 2 weeks of work.
You understood the deadline was the third.
Yeah, yeah.
And when they ordered it.
That's,
And you see where this council's been moving that, like,
oh, and there's no, I can't prove you want this, man. But I mean,
It was
I
been-
do what organized was there.
What's your, on this?
Is the debris that's there is from the house, from demolishing the house, or it's other stuff that's not from demolishing the house?
Couple things, it's not all from the house, but it's all that was around that house. The other thing you got, the council has to remember is, this is also the neighbors that were complaining.
Yeah.
She was also standing on the porch today, so not, now, but like you said, he's doing a good job. It's a great job that he's done tearing the house down and everything else. It was just one of those situations where, you know, you guys maybe want to take a ride out there, take a look at it over the next 15 days. That way you can get with him and say, look, this is all that got to be cleaned up, or you can say yes, and then wait for the phone call.
I mean, we've kind of been there a couple of times in this situation where people needed just the final cleanup. So I'm gonna go send them a letter to clean up, organize, neaten it up, and maybe here on the 15th, brother.
So that is,
save the postage, it's that, right?
because there is no structure anymore that's been there.
So if you want to secure your right to be able to, you know, I'll believe he's gonna do it, okay, but if he ends up,
Yeah.
you know, even down to secure our right to be able to add it to the tax, we got it, because we got to send it out to get points.
Yeah, because the amendment that we have on trash and nuisance and grass and all this, you'll remember right, you'll amend it from 5 days notification to 15. That would give you to the 15. I said, you know, that for the nuisance part of it. It should take care of it, but you're going to give it to 15.
We're gonna send them a letter, we're gonna be here on the 15th with where we stand.
Yes, we are not.
Motion by Kip.
Looking nice.
Do we have a second?
I'll say it.
Second by Nancy. Sorry, one, sorry, Nancy.
He's still there.
Right. Kip.
He's still there. He's still there.
It's 19, don't want a 16, we're gonna.
BC 1078, 128 ENR Lane. This property was condemned on June 16th as to the owners and August 4th. As to the current occupants, demolition bid was awarded to BM Construction and notice of demolitions were sent. On April 20th, 2026, the council voted to have the town attorney send occupants, owners, a letter letting them know that they have until May 30th to repair and demolish. Our CEO has an update.
Being our lane, this is the same as it's always been. Until,
So no one would see.
So they were issued anything eviction there?
There were, the last thing I'm aware of is the letter that went up that said May 30th, which I don't know if it's in our binder or.
That was personal service.
They were personally served with the letters.
And was that, basically a thing, what you noticed, the way we interacted? What we did, what?
The big window wall, prior to the break, and then see what. And it was, 5,600.
Sorry.
And that folder must still be involved.
So I guess get down and stage next.
1095. BC 1095, 120 Legion Lane. This property was condemned on May 4th. The condemnation order was sent to the owners on May 6th that informed the owners that they had to either repair or demolish and remove the structure by today. Our CBO has an update.
128, and it's saying that the formal recommendation on the congregation rates.
Deal with the problem.
Yes, I'm sorry, I've had plenty of, things in the way this last past year with going through the course. I've had other legal problems due to, nuisance things. I have somebody on each side of me on my way, calling. So with that being said, I had a shed, I still have a shed, but I was just able today to get to the GIS for my permit. So I did that today. I have a grant that's gonna help me fix my house. I don't have the exact date yet that they want.
You check out paperwork, something like that?
Yes.
They gotta tear down a building, something else.
They're gonna, they're gonna check underneath my beams, like I was talking about earlier. For my beams, I'm pretty sure they're gonna elevate it, they do everything right, they elevate, I've been through this process before. So they can elevate it and then they'll go and fix just everything that needs to be fixed, the whole 9 yards.
And then the permit process of the wheel.
Yes. You can just apply today for the permit.
Yeah, I received an email today from Lori advising that she didn't inquire about it. And that they needed to review what she drops off before they could upload the permit to sign it.
So that kind of slowed me down, but
And what's your name?
Victoria Cody.
Victoria, what we usually do is send the condom, you either continue on with the condemnation while you get the permit in case something falls through.
See, they actually, I got a permit just because of today was the day. They,
The condemnation part. You got to sit it out. But I got about.
If I can ask. So is your ex-husband, they want this property too?
he in the process, right, he thought he took his name off the property, but I made phone
Does
calls.
he have an issue that?
Yes,
Yes.
And he came?
Nope.
I missed the meeting, I'm sorry, that's why I'm asking, I'm sorry.
no, that's, yeah, and that's the thing that's telling me off, it was a pretty nasty divorce, he saved the land in the last 10 minutes. So with that being said, it's just been, I've been in a rut that I haven't just been stuck. And I didn't move forward until certain things were done. What he's done right now though is he's taking his name, I don't understand this much, but he's taking his name off of the property taxes. But he still owns property land. Now, we're going to Willis and all, and we're gonna go, because the house is way up. So we're gonna go and get paperwork drawn up and we're gonna take care of it. I have a question. About her first. How long does she stay on the condemnation?
We just.
Yeah, last,
Just started.
last,
He said-
yeah, this is new.
So what will you do, continue with the process, why you getting the permit? There's some fault through the getting permit.
So we're gonna send it out for bid.
Set it up for bid, but that's the way it's gonna get going down, continue with the process.
Any updates from the grant people?
That's what we need to move to give them.
Just permit, well, have to tear down this building.
I need a motion.
Like the seal is due.
I really, I was determined just to make sure y'all know that something's getting done. These people are, they have to take care of everything. Now I have a permit now, to get my shed to clean up before anything is done, to get everything picked up, because it's not really trash for me, it's tools, it's, things that I need. So now I could put a shed behind my house and put things up, make it neater until the process is started.
So I'll make a motion that we give you to the next meeting to make sure and give us an update until we are at a point where we have to tear it down. You have to give us an update, yes, at the next meeting. And if we have a copy of the letter from your grant,
You have it right here, it says, I have to, this was an application, or an application, I'd like them to send me 2 hours.
See, look at that.
and give,
But this, right next to you.
and we, once you get your permit in your hand, send to South Africa Plan, we don't need that.
So,
Yeah, you can advertise for bids.
Yes, continue with the second bid.
We're gonna continue,
and the bids be open in 30 days.
And that's your motion?
yeah, and that's fine.
Continue with the company, with the bid, open for 30 days.
Exactly.
Motion by Nancy, second by Connie.
Sorry.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be a title problem if he doesn't come back with applications.
That's what I'm worried about.
That's be the permit, yeah.
Because
They're tied,
You also need to go out to get tax.
Well, there's nothing y'all can do with me. Doing all this work, trying to please everybody. With everything that's helping me up, we're gonna read a good one.
You got 30,
Honestly, it's just the process.
you got 30 days.
Just see what you come up with every meeting that you hear, we'll see how far you keep going.
This is, this,
But
this is very,
You can put on the Nancy.
Aye.
Right?
Aye.
Tim. Connie.
This is just the first step, it's like.
Yeah, just continue with your.
Yeah, just continue what you're doing, keep the ball rolling, and we're waiting as long as the ball rolling, it's ball.
The grant program with 45 groups opened up today.
okay.
Call, we're gonna got like $10,000 for each group. Call, we're gonna, Louisiana.
I think it was 7.
I'm gonna come back to these.
Thank you.
So with Mr. Don Villiard and Miss Rachel Stevens personally served with this letter. And they were advised that it would not be, that they have until the 30th to bring the repairs accomplished.
We said in the letter that we would, after that time, we could be.
I think it was at the meeting, it walked out.
Started like that.
We can demolish, that demolition can start at any time after that.
I'll make a motion to move forward.
Second by Mike, second by Ken. Oh, yeah, one, big time, Nancy.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Ken. Connie.
So in the moving forward, we need to address eviction. We have people.
Yeah.
who are
Yes.
So we
Is there more electricity?
You know, I didn't see if they have electricity or not.
All they know is,
So in the past, the demolitions that we've done, that we have occupied structure, that basically, that once we send the last demo notice, that have to be, we have to personally serve it on the occupant of the home, regardless of whether that's the home. In the past, they have left. Now, of the Richard Greenhouse, if y'all remember. So if they don't leave, we would have to go through a formal eviction proceeding, which is a little unique because eviction proceedings usually with a tenant, like under a lease or an owner evicting, an occupant. So we can go through that process. It's gonna be a unique process, so, I would just recommend we serve the demo notice on the occupant and talk to them and see if they're gonna move out.
So you want us to prepare a.
I can do that, demolition
A
notice.
certain date that they have to be out on?
We need a hand delivery letter.
We need a hand delivery, we're gonna serve them on them, out in 5 days, because that's generally when you do an eviction, that's the notice that they give, 5-day notice. I think I'm within 5 days.
We have trouble
Yes,
serving, so.
About 5 days from service.
correct, correct.
I'll second. No, need a vote.
Mark, you made the motion?
Yes, sir.
Second by Kim. Already one, already twice, like we done that.
Aye.
Right? Kim?
Got it.
BC 1096, a numbered parcel of Mountain Lane. This property was skimmed at the last meeting, on May 5th. Mr. Grady Gobert, the agent for Gobert Oil, notified the town that this property had been sold. The new owner, Charles Martin, acquired the property in a cash sale, which was reported 2 days before our 2 days after our notice to appear was reported at the courthouse. The condemnation hearing, the condemnation order was sent to the prior owner along with the current owner. We've received a copy of the condemnation order with a copy of the notice to appear in the initial report and a cover letter informing him that he was burdened by the condemnation order. Our CBO has an
When it came out, it's, same condition, it always has been, recommended cities on the condemnation list until it's cleaned up.
It'd be like we do all of it, can't really condemnation, there's nobody can talk about. Right?
So the fact that we recorded, if we recorded the notice prior to the, and that was the condemnation order that we recorded?
not the condemnation order.
Notice to appear.
The notice to appear.
Do we have a notice, that they are in?
The next step would be to advertise the bids.
That's my motion.
Second, motion by Kim, second by Mike, already one, already twice, already three times, Nancy.
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kim? Aye. Donnie?
Aye.
Aye, ma'am.
BC 1097, 135 Dorset Street. This property was condemned at the last meeting. The condemnation order was sent out the next day and informed the owners that they had to either repair, demolish, and reconstruct by June 1st. Our CBO has it.
This property and the next property, the gentleman was there, met me, he still said that he's trying to get a permit, can't get a permit, with the same length we had the last time. Trying to get a permit, can't get a permit. This was one reason we brought up the meeting, is to make sure that we knew how permits were going through. He was cleaning up the property on the outside, but we still recommend stay on the condemnation list, so everything's been cleaned up, or we look from the property.
I got an email from Lori this afternoon at 1:59 advising that the 2 blighted permits for Mark were being put into South Central Planning at that point in time. So he does have 2 permits that were put in South Central Planning. It's up to date.
They were demolished or removed.
It's not say that.
No, my motion is gonna be to take bids to demolish.
Motion by Kim,
Yeah, but hold up. We can get 2 birds with 1 stone. Hold up. 1097 and 1098, both in. Well, 1098, we are.
make a motion, we get a motion by Kim,
1097.
continue with the condemnation, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Nancy, second. Already, it's one, already, right, like, 3,000, that's it.
Wait, if he got a permit, we could still continue to fund.
That's all we're going to, yeah.
I,
Mike, Tip, comments? All right.
BC 1098, 117 Elsie Street. It was condemned last meeting, and the condemnation was sent to the owner and board member that they had to either repair, demolish, and remove the structure by today. Our CEO had plans, gave updates.
2017, the homeowner was on site. We recommend that you say some condemnation list and, so it can get cleaned up on.
But Bryce, where are we at with this? I did jump the gun. Where are we at with this one with, we went to court and all, this and that, ain't had nothing to it.
That's a whole nother.
Oh, this is the shed. I'm sorry, this is the shed.
We can continue with the condemnation process.
Bids,
Make a motion for that.
bids.
Motion, Kip,
Second.
second, McConnell, all right, one, Tom, Nancy.
Aye.
Kip.
Uh,
Aye.
No, we share up on that, what, second, so?
For any of the residents here that may not have noticed this, they just opened today the bidding process, for 45 roofs, they're giving.
Yes, I did see that.
So if anybody's needing roofs, they need to call and get on that list, so we're looking for like 5 maybe.
What's the criteria, do you know what the criteria is? It's a lot.
Yeah,
I might get on it myself, but I'm asking.
I'm probably in the search.
Thank you.
There's some,
Can you go move forward to the building project? Yeah, as a committee, we met for the, or go to re-subdivide the property located on Alex Boulevard. And as a committee, we discussed and approved the re-division of the property that we want to sell. How much we go by that? Second, Kip. All right, everyone, Nancy?
Aye.
Mike? Kip?
Aye.
All right.
Thank you.
I can take the license.
That's gonna look good on
I can
TV.
vision a license, then I take that in the order.
Bring out this here.
She's doing it. Oh. Go for
All
it.
right, status report, sewer section, Bryce, we sent the change language, so I don't think we're good.
we're just waiting
Okay,
on
that's
the
fine.
final.
Okay. Infrastructure grant, FMA, we're still waiting FMA. The FMA review, clean water state revolving fund, that's sewer needs.
We just got the clear lien certificate and everything as of today was submitted, so we should be receiving the reimbursement. We should have that before next week. And this project will be on the end.
As we're looking on with sewer 8, sewer 7. Capital outlay on LC, it's my understanding that y'all requested funding and capital outlay, and of all of them, that's the only one they can keep, this legislative session, so looks like y'all the same, we're just waiting, additional funds to advertise on that. Sewer 9, y'all were awarded, well,
You mentioned the female thing.
but that's the one that, the letter, y'all could have got one for 20 years at a low rate or something, 2.7 million.
No, number 5.
The five.
Sorry, FEMA let pass, that was awaiting FEMA, next steps from FEMA. So, just, no update really on that. Sorry, sewer 9, I don't know. Yes. GIS, we received word, y'all received word, which y'all were approved, but it's a 20-year loan, low interest rate, I can't remember exactly what it is, but I think we're not seeing that.
That was only $500,000 forgiveness. The total.
2 points, it was like almost 20.
And so I believe John was gonna go back to CWSRF and see what we could work out, maybe a smaller project that we could take one street and
In fact, I'll get it wrong. And then, let's see, I think our original, well, the cap code, we only minor and the only one got through what was the stuff on my see. Let's see. That's it. There you go.
All right, let me get also, thank you. Yeah, adjudicated properties, was asking if y'all would consider introducing the ordinance that the passed a couple of months ago. To kind of dictate how we would deal with adjudicated properties into the future. I've already provided the law, but I think the biggest thing this allows us to do is basically allow somebody, a neighbor or somebody that wants the adjudicated property to go back out to bid, to come and start the process. They have to put a deposit, which covers our legal costs and checking the title, running the advertisements that we need to run. And they eventually get that money credited towards the sale of the purchase.
I make a motion that we introduce that, motion about what?
Public hearing.
Second, that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, times dancing.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Kip.
Aye.
So the
Oh,
board
we,
is
this
set
would be that the
for
first of July.
for
That's
July.
that's not fine.
First meeting.
And then the second item I have is, BC 1080 on the Charbonne City lawsuit. Jury's been handling that. I know we have a hearing scheduled for July 9th. He had at least 60 days from March 27th, to do the work on that property, and that's what's going to be discussed at the hearing. So I'll have the update. Maybe before that time, we have jury attend the meeting. I don't want to do an executive session. Because we don't discuss the operating on that.
Chief of police.
We had 2 arrests, 30 cases, 120 calls for service, 56 tickets with 89 violations.
So we have some, talk too fast.
30, you want me to slow down, say it
No.
again?
She's right, dead right.
That's it.
2 arrests, 30 cases, 120 calls for service, 56 tickets with 89 violations.
She got it. We'll talk about it.
Not really.
Cold business. Hurricane Ida project. Senior citizen bill, 50% repair, estimate complete, 541. Move all in favor.
Yeah, we're waiting for FEMA to cost out the project so they can send us what they estimate the cost to be and then we can finalize.
Ready to go.
No.
Swimming pool, ball bill and bath house, ultimate project, working on plans to submit the form. Coffee Michelle, they're still on the going, they're picking up the trash. Better, still not that I like it, but I'm talking to them more, working with, but they're better, thank you, Joey. Who's power water district, water down there, all right, any new business? No new business. Any other business, property, that come?
That was like one of the, hiring of the new officer.
Okay, you can put it in there. I never asked. We need to add that, or 6 or something,
It's all really good.
Did y'all get the status of where we stand?
Yeah.
We were looking at the figures last meeting.
Yeah, that's me.
This is one that came up with some figures.
They were considered, they were, like, what it is,
Yeah, we have a officer expense for the year. If I could read it, you know, the salary for the officer per year, for that base salary. Salary is $48,879. Overtime is $7,385. The health insurance, $10,194. That's a cheap. Retirement, $17,616. That's for a year. The vehicle liability, yes, it doesn't show. $1,315. Offers and insurance, $2,067. Vehicle. But anyway, let's see what else. $1,480. The fuel and the repair, the maintenance, the estimate, $1,480. $1,480. The fuel, $4,188. That's an estimate. So the total is 3 years, $100,329.70. That's the cost.
For hiring,
For repairs, that's the expensive.
that's my next question, what was on the budget, the center we're looking to, I need the money, the hire somebody, I need to. Oh,
It's gonna work, people still.
we didn't make it, don't they figures yet.
Bryce, we had discussed the, person.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the council should, at the last meeting, we talked about, the projected revenues for fines and forfeiture. I think we need to look at the budget as a whole, you know, in making this decision, as opposed to just, you know, that one component of the budget. I know we're behind, in that projection, and then, you know, that impacts the whole budget. I think we should look at the whole budget and determine whether or not, yeah, it's supposed to be. So that was my.
I don't think the salary of the deputy should be based on. You can write it, it should be based on what the whole, get the whole town.
I mean,
So-
go ahead, Joe.
So I understood that the ticket revenue was to pay for police officer salaries. Is that how it is? And then today I heard something different, so I'm confused now. Because that's what I was told, and then I was told differently today. So I'm not sure.
I know just from their work, all, that goes into the general fund. All, you know, all the fines and forfeitures, the contempt, the bond forfeitures, everything we get goes into the general fund. As far as, you know, what, then it's up to the council to decide in their budget, you know, where that money's spent. So it's not a definitive, like, it has to go towards paying for the police officers, it goes into the general fund, that's the council to decide.
That's what I see as a whole. They pay for any employee, should be out of work. I just want, they write the ticket. I know there's a law about that.
And then it's kind of a domino effect, one affects the other. I mean, this was looked at, not in the ministry, you and I had this conversation already. You inherited all down, like say, a CHIT show. Dump trucks. You're suffering from previous administration. And I mean, it was talked about in the past. Last time I saw, I looked at those numbers, it was 700-something thousand, and it was mainly due to overtime. And the answer I got was what, nobody makes overtime? And at that point, the overtime was being paid, most of it to the highest paid officer. I mean, this is no doubt.
But he's been going.
It don't matter, bro. She inherited this. She inherited this.
No matter, he's been going.
She inherited this, and she's got to deal with it, and we got to work through it. I'm trying, that's what I'm trying to say here.
I know one
But
thing.
the thing about it is her first day on the job, I asked her a question and I was told, oh, you chopping her at the knees? I might have chopped her knees with that one question, but they'll chop her legs off because she can't hardly wanted to help her out.
So, dude, I've been in this town long enough to remember when we ran back 2 and 3 cops. With a lot more going on.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not saying, you know what I mean?
61, usually you get 2 police officers per 1,000. I'm thinking 3 officers should almost cut, how much you get over.
With me, I'm in the.
As long as y'all don't send it that way. because y'all have talked about cutting two, not just one.
Thing is, you have to protect the people in the town. I think one day, whoever's gonna be the mayor moving forward, or you do with whoever, we're gonna have to look at what this town brings in and who, and make pay from that. You may have to cut somewhere, I don't know. If it keeps on like it is, I know it, if it's not right enough tickets, I don't know, but that's, to me, that should be our job. Take it right.
Well, I mean,
Your pay should come with what you come, bring in a sales tax, the land tax, as a whole.
We
That's how all your pay should be.
we don't have a tax for the police officer. You know what I mean? Find me a place that does, and they probably make. I mean, you can see on the news on the regular, New Orleans struggles to pay their cops. You know what I mean? And we're, what, a 3% of what New Orleans is? Not even a third? You know what I mean? It's not, we robbing Peter to pay Paul, is what you trying to get at. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's not the right thing to do, we just gotta figure out how to do it.
You have to base, that's just me, you have to base your pay on everybody, what you bring in.
Or do it like say, fine money gets into the general fund and get distributed from there. So why is this function? Why, because we need more else. If it's all the general fund being distributed, what about maintenance? How much money does maintenance bring?
Well, maybe we need to have that look.
That should have been bought last year. I mean, you're paying them overtime on weekends to cut grass. For real. If this is a company, that should all be fired. If that's how you're gonna run a business, the overtime you cut somewhere else, it's actually bringing some income in. It's supposed to be a general fund, distributed to everybody, we don't make function of the police department.
We're trying. Look, if I was sitting in my office all day long and just saying, we're not getting no ticket money, I don't know what the police officers doing, it sucks, we can't do it, that would be one thing. I'm out there with them. I'm writing tickets, I'm doing the same thing as them. We changed our time because kids suggested it. Y'all missing the traffic, y'all been working from 6 to 6, y'all missing the traffic. But you know what? We switched it from 5 to 5. I worked 5 o'clock down the morning. I was on the road trying to write tickets. It's the same people that pass at 5 o'clock down the morning going south. It's the same people that are passing at 5 o'clock in the afternoon going north. They know when they hit the line and go to Meadow, I gotta slow down.
That's part of
He's
the.
passing me up. Yes, if you're doing 50 miles per hour and he's doing 53, he's gonna pass you up. And he's going to go further than you. 53 miles per hour, we're not writing tickets. You're always start writing tickets for 51 miles over. It's been done, go to Meadow's reputation. I can look back, I can show y'all some tickets from 2 years ago that should have never been written. I've been told, why you not writing tickets for this? Why you not writing tickets for this? Because we can't. We're not writing bogus tickets. We're not writing tickets that are coming to court and being fought and it's not legit. It's not gonna happen. This police department is not gonna do it.
There's a lot of ways to look at it. So when people start following the law, you can't depend on that income just for that. It's not, I would think that's what it's the, Mr. Joe, you had to go.
Oh, so, let's see.
So I still fully believe that we should have 4 full-time officers is what we've had for a while. That's where our community is safe, is having somebody 24 hours a day on patrol. But if we cannot find the money somehow to have 4 full-time officers, why don't we consider part-time?
Because nobody's gonna come work for the town for part-time money. It's not gonna happen. We tried that. We tried it. Y'all tried it. They tried it 2 years ago.
It mentioned that I want to go to a small town, we can't compete with that. Or, yes.
And the sheriff's office can't tell us what they got now. There's 3 officers, maybe that work out there. That's a Valentine for.
And they only have 3 officers?
And there's only 3 officers.
Sometimes there's only 2.
Yeah.
Mr. Joe, don't get anything.
Not just laughing. So, I'm gonna go back to when I was in batch. We had the junior police. We started with the police to help them out. That was way back.
They have parts and bugs too.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're going way back.
Going like this.
Your budget begins July first.
With fiscal, or
Yeah, fiscal January.
January. And part of the revenues, projected revenues, and your expenses. Each department is allocated so much funds, right? Okay. And at the end of the year, it's supposed to be a balanced budget, right? The auditors still did a very good job for the management of the budget and so forth last meeting. So I would just.
That's why I said you gotta look at, you gotta look what you're bringing in.
The whole pie.
Then you gotta pay, you gotta salaries, insurances, building, it's a lot of cost. A lot of cost. Same thing like in home, it's a lot of cost.
And I'm gonna say like, okay, yeah, I brought up the five thing, I thought it was really short. We only wrote about it in the red part, it used to be at least, you know what I mean? You see the traffic, I thought it was really short. Our salvage race, and we talked a little bit about, a fair amount about trying to grow this, that, I mean, yeah, something's gonna have to be done. And like I said, it's gonna be route to the pitfall. You know what I mean? This is not just something that came about last meeting, you know? It came about last meeting because this office quit. But the number problem has been there,
Getting the red.
been there.
I'm reading back, yeah. Okay, if you're looking at your millage, you're only collecting $205,611 a year millage. And you see how that's paid, I look lower. You Google it. That's not enough. I'm gonna hit those, right? That's what I'm saying. We were in this bind a while back. We tried. Why can't we start using the port like we did before? They was willing to help. Y'all didn't mention that. You talked about the food parish. Tariff report. Why not the port?
Because
I'm just asking. We
the
did last time.
paid more, they paid for
We have to
a
pay
lot of money.
I did-
But the board don't have enough people to cover there.
The 22 people, they don't have enough, the 22 cups?
They have a lot of overtime and they're not able to cover all their.
Really?
No, it's good.
And back when they did come in and help, they said, we're gonna come in patrol,
Yeah.
we're not gonna write tickets.
Yeah, we won't write tickets.
And you back to square one.
So it's just a state audit. We don't even write- that would be the state.
It doesn't sound
Just give us a shot, I knew we did it a while back. But you gotta realize, we only cost bringing in 205,000 a year.
And that, those villages are specific to drainage,
Drainage.
levy, streets, and general town.
That's right, so it's a 5%. Okay?
I don't know if y'all know this, me and Michelle just talked about this. If we get the port to come in, they write tickets, we pay the port, but they keep the money that the
The
tickets.
money goes to the district, it does not go to the board, it goes to the parish.
Right, they don't come to the town.
I'll say that.
And I was a hot topic, we didn't have, we'll get more talking about it.
And another problem is a lot of stuff being
Don't let us
expensive.
get personal with each other too much. We love our town, we want the best our town, everybody here for the reason. Just work together.
Where was that last meeting that, no?
That.
Yeah, I'm also, I think that, where was that last meeting?
I wasn't sitting right here.
I called the adjournment.
No other business? Got a motion? A second. Second from Mike, all in favor?